Check, check, check. All right, guys, we're live. I realized at 9:58 that I had this live set up on Kenzo instead of here. So we are dealing with absolute chaos when everything was already ready.
He came in, Dad, I had this live set up.
Like, you gotta have that fucking, you gotta love it. You just gotta love it. I had this thing ready to go, bing, bang, boom. I'm like, yeah, and I look and I'm like, babe, this is on fucking Kenzo. So, needless to say, we don't really have all of our clips yet. We're still working on that. But we appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Nostalgic Breakfast with Murph and Kells. If you were over at the other live, thank you for coming over. We will be getting started. Just wanted to give you guys this little warning in the beginning of why we're late and why we were on both channels. So thank you guys. Make sure you're hitting that like button and we will get the show started in just a few minutes. So obviously we'll be way behind today, guys. So salute, appreciate y'all. Happy Sunday. What a gay horse is he? Hey!
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Start today, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Hello there. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Henry Sugmadik. I am a professor of psychology at the most renowned university, DeVry University. You could tell I'm a doctor by this douchey part in my hair and my sweater around my vest with a store-bought coffee of self-privilege. Everything you're about to hear from here on out is fact, not fiction. These testimonials were lie detector tested. It's definitely a fact. And certified by a board of frickin' evil scientists. Here's the testimonials. Thanks. Hello, my name's Frank and I'm from Washington State. And today I'd like to speak to you about the plug. Do you have some money, but you want more? Would you like to double, if not triple, your money? Would you refer to yourself as a go-getter? Then meeting the plug might be right for you. Effects may include, but not be limited to: getting your ass whooped for saying anything stupid, getting your ass whooped for not paying him his money, looking at somebody the wrong way, not giving him his fucking money. If this applies to you, search for the plug today. Kenzo is also brought to you by: you want to rob your mom and fight your dad and forget it even ever happened? Maybe you want to tell a cop that you fucked his old lady, even though you didn't. If any of these apply to you, you might want to try Xanax. Ask your friends if Xanax is right for you today. Not a doctor though, because they don't give them out anymore. That being said.
Sure, Jan.
You're a piece of shit. No one cares if you go missing. You could jump right off a bridge and the world will not be different.
Let's talk more music, nostalgic breakfast, oldies, coffee, killer And we are live. Coming to y'all from the from the foothills of Austin, Texas. It's Buckaroo Murph and Calamity Kells. That's gangster. Calamity Kells, I just came up with that. That's gangster. It's your boy Murphy the Kid here. And I'm talking with this stupid fucking accent because I'm a man of the people, Queen Kells. I'm a man of the people. They want a country show as much as I hate it. Man of the people. Guys, unfortunately, as I said, we are a little behind today. I'm a stoner and an idiot and put the show up on Kenzo, forgetting we had moved. And remembered 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes before the show started. So needless to say, our playlist is in disarray. It'll be a little harder to say our hellos. Our chat liaison, Queen Kells, will take care of that. Make sure you guys are saying hi to her. Make sure you guys are dropping fires or dancing emojis when you enjoy a song. That helps us for replay value later in overtime. We got a great big 3 today. As always, the show itself and individual songs are open for sponsorship. You buy us a cup of coffee on Cash App, $ the Dirty Kenzo. You will sponsor a song or a segment or things of that nature. All that is available. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in to the return of Cooking with Kells last night. We had a blast. Even though the food came out shitty, we had a great time with you guys, and we had a great time together. So
Well, it didn't really come out.
didn't come out shitty. It didn't come out how we wanted it to. So as you guys hear in the background, my amazing co-host Queen Kells is here, and we are ready. Are y'all ready for a country show, as suggested by the one and only Pamela J, co-host of That Amazing Combos? I think we got a good one for you guys. Keep in mind, again, I'm not a huge fan of country music, but I know a little bit about a little bit. So we will have some artists, nostalgic artists you've probably heard before, but we have an entire show of fucking country music. And I can't run. If you see my video, we're getting snowed in up here. That shit's coming down super heavy out of nowhere. I can't hide from the country.
Where the hell's Tina E?
Tina from Morals Over Money. Salute, Tina. Great to see you. Tina comes to Morals Over Money. It's been a while since I've seen the name, too. Awesome.
She's got a ranch.
I think she came to Kells before, when this was Kells. Salute King Troll. When I told him about that, he goes, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, it's branding, brother. It's branding. It's for striking purposes. This needs to have its own channel, so. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is 10:15 here on the East Coast, and that means it is time to get our show started. Nostalgic Breakfast presents Wild Wild West, a country show. Hope you guys are having a good one. Let's get the show started with one of the queens of country music.
Summer I turned 18. We lived in a one-room run-down shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. We didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed. Then Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Well, Mama washed and combed and curled my hair, and she painted my eyes and lips. Then I stepped into a satin dancing dress that had a split from the side clean up to my hip. It was red velvet trimming and it fit me good. And standing back from the looking glass, there stood a woman where a half-grown kid had stood. She said, "Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down." She said, "Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down." Mama died a little bit of perfume on my neck, then she kissed my cheek. And then I saw the tears welling up in her troubled eyes as she started to speak. She looked at a pitiful shack and then she looked at me and took a ragged breath. She said, "Your paws runned off and I'm real sick and the baby's gonna starve to death." She handed me a heart-shaped locket that said, "To thine own self be true." And I shivered as I watched a roach crawl across the toe of my high heel shoe. It sounded like somebody else who was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? She said, just be nice to the gentleman, Fancy. They'll be nice to you. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Forgive me for what I do, but if you won't have it, it's up to you. Now don't let me down, now your mama's gonna move you uptown. Well, that was the last time I saw my mom, and I left that rickety shack. The welfare people came and took the baby, mama died, and I ain't been back. But the wheels of fate started to turn, and for me there was no way out. Wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mama been talking about. I knew what I had to do, and I made myself this solemn vow. I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when or how. But I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. You know I might have been born just plain white trash, but Fancy was my name. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Wasn't long after a benevolent man took me in off the streets.
Fancy.
1 week later I was born in
The Queen, Reba McEntire. Nostalgic breakfast. She said, we might have been white trash,
She might have been born just plain white trash.
but her name was Fancy. That's bars. Bars from Reba. I see y'all already, man. That chat lit
A lot of
on
Reba songs are
fire.
bars.
This chat lit on fire. Are you all the way up? Thank you. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Nostalgic Breakfast presents Country Show.
And
From the foothills of Austin, Texas, it's Nostalgic Breakfast.
Yankees.
Yankees. Salute, Yankees.
And
So-
they're unreached.
Wrench up everybody. Kells is under the nostalgic name, giving you guys your wrenches. That is basically your subscription token, essentially. So thank you guys. Once again, this show is suggested by our co-host Pamela J. Country show, an entire show of country. We just had Reba, Fancy. So I think we give you guys a little block coming up here. We got some Tim McGraw, some Hank Williams Jr., some George Strait. Wait, is that? Oh, wait. I forgot they weren't in order. So
Well,
we got
now
some.
you can name all of them because you don't know what's coming up.
So now we got some Tim McGraw coming up for you guys. That one's in order. Tim McGraw, show him.
Johnny's daddy was taking him fishing when he was 8 years old. A little girl came through the front gate holding a fishing pole. His dad looked down and smiled, said, we can't leave her behind. Son, I know you don't want her to go, but someday you'll change your mind. And Johnny said, take Jimmy Johnson, take Tommy Thompson, take my best friend Bo, take anybody that you want, as long as she don't go. Take any boy in the world. Daddy, please don't take the girl. Same old boy, same sweet girl. 10 years down the road, he held her tight and kissed her lips and front of the picture show. Stranger came and pulled a gun, grabbed her by the arm, said, if you do what I tell you to, there won't be any harm. And Johnny said, take my money, take my wallet, take my credit cards. Here's a watch that my grandpa gave me. Here's a key to my car, mister, give it a whirl. But please don't take the girl. Same old boy, same sweet girl. 5 years down the road, there's gonna be a...
An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Up on a ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged skies and up a cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny, and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-i-oh, yippee-i-oh. Ghost riders in the sky. Their faces gaunt, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause they've got to ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire. As they ride on, hear their cry. As the rider floated on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell riding on our range, then cowboy, change your ways. They are with us, you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-i-oh, Ghost riders in the sky.
Check, check, check. Apologies, y'all. Apologies. A song was supposed to be playing there. Fuck you, StreamYard. Let's get it.
He could feel a bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard.
I have no clue what is going on right now. That is not what I picked. The song's not even on here anymore.
Well, it's not like this thing that hasn't done that to you before.
It's just stupid. So just trying to give it a second to reset here, guys. It's not supposed to be Johnny again. Frustrating shit. All right, let's try this again.
Coming hard, and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-i-oh.
I'm gonna go out and come back in, y'all. Appreciate you. Fucking bullshit. Okay, now let's try this again.
Or not.
I'm hoping. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this song works. If they do, we will go through a nice little block. We are running a little behind today. Let's try this.
You've come to tell me something. You say I ought to
Hey, it
know
worked. Hooray.
that he don't love me anymore, and I'll have to let him go. You say you're gonna take him, oh, but I don't think you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You can buy 'em anywhere. For you to get to him, I'd have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Sometimes a man's caught looking at things that he don't need. He took a second look at you, but he's in love with me. Well, I don't know where that leaves you, oh, but I know where I stand. And you ain't woman enough to take my man. Women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You can buy 'em anywhere. For you to get to him, I'd have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. No, you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man.
Yo, StreamYard, you on that bullshit today.
Everyone considered him a coward of the county. He'd never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama named him Tommy, the folks just called him Yellow. Something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. He was only 10 years old when his daddy died in prison. I looked after Tommy 'cause he was my brother's son. I still recall the final words my brother said to Tommy. Son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. It won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. There's someone for everyone, and Tommy's love was Becky. In her arms he didn't have to prove he was a man. One day while he was working, the Gatlin boys came calling. They took turns at Becky, and there was 3 of them. Tommy opened up the door, saw his Becky crying. The torn dress, the shattered look was more than he could stand. He reached above the fireplace and took down his daddy's picture. As his tears fell on his daddy's face, he heard these words again. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now, it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand.
Kenny Rogers. Excuse me. I need a roast of this bowl real quick, because I'm fucking frustrated. Can I be real with y'all? StreamYard, you on my fucking nerves. Federal Weather Service, you on my fucking nerves.
Yeah, we didn't need 2 alerts, thanks.
If people are too dumb to drive, that they got to be told twice in 15 minutes about snow squalls, get the fuck off the road. You're going to hurt somebody.
You know, it wasn't until we moved up here that I even heard of a squall.
I've heard of them.
Storm showers, got you. Squalls. I'm like, what the fuck is a squall anyway?
We are way behind today, ladies and gentlemen. Way behind.
I swear, if I get one more emergency,
Yeah.
we can't see. We can look out our window and know it's fucking snowing. We don't need you to tell us.
2 of them, 15 minutes apart. Like, why?
Mhm.
Unnecessary. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will try to keep the show moving. We will be behind. Our halfway show will be behind probably. Hopefully, we'll catch up by the end of the show. Make sure you guys are dropping those fires when you like those songs for replay value, of course.
This chat's been pretty much nothing but fire.
Yeah, chat's really kicking ass.
Yeah,
the chat's already been kicking ass. So, the last song in your first quarter.
The tears I cried for you could fill an ocean, but you don't care how many tears I cried. And though you only leave me out and hurt me, I couldn't bring myself to say goodbye.
Everybody is somebody's fool.
Tim said I could barely walk out my door. I said, I'm not even going near my door. Fuck this snow, fuck that, and fuck this cold. I ain't going.
Facts. I need a dispensary delivery, and then I ain't got to leave. I said, look, it's snowing. Holy shit, it's worse. Holy shit, it's landing like crazy.
And then all of a sudden it got really bright.
I want to give a big salute to Mrs. Bobby. Bought us a cup of coffee on Cash App there. We appreciate you, Miss Bobby. We will let today's cover charge. We have a cover charge today, and that will be sponsored by the one and only Mrs. Bobby Anna, buying us a cup of coffee on Cash App. Thank you so much, Mrs. Bobby. Thank you, anyone else. As soon as those notifications come through, we will let you know. So for today's cover charge, sponsored by the one and only Mrs. Bobby, I got a good one for you. Covering John Denver. We got some Loretta Lynn. Loretta Lynn covering the one and only John Denver. Let's go.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than
Shenandoah River.
Like the breeze, country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories.
Nah, I got a better chance of you doing it, and you don't own a car.
Finest lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, I hear her voice in the morning, or she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home. For
Cover charge.
Driving down
The one and only Loretta Lynn. Covering the late, great John Denver. Country Roads. Today's cover charge, once again, sponsored by the one and only Mrs. Bobby Anna. Appreciate everybody in the chat. You guys are fucking awesome. I figured this would be a very niche crowd today. I'm like, this is probably going to be like the day ones that love the country. I did see earlier Lansky saying he was brought up on old country. I've heard a lot of people say that. Oh, like my grandfather loved country, so I grew up on it. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. People who love rap music. And they go, oh, I know Country Roads. My dad loved country music. You're like, wait, what? Loretta Lynn covering John Denver's Country Roads. All right, guys, we're going to try to breeze through this next little bit here. That way we can get ready for our halftime show known as the Big Three. Again, make sure you're dropping those fires. We got some, huh? Mama T, salute. To yours. Yeah. Salute Mama T. Mama T will be sponsoring this next amazing gem from Willie Nelson. We got some Willie. We got some Dolly. Some Alan Jackson.
I'm with you, Wabbit. He said he likes the old country, not the new
country.
Yeah,
me.
I'm with him.
I'm with Wabbit on that 100%.
Give me the classics.
So we got some Willie. We got some Johnny and June. Some Dolly, some Alan Jackson, and ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty. This next one goes out to Mama T.
In twilight glow I see blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted,
Dedicated to our Indiana mama, Mama T.
We'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. And through the ages I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain.
Put them lighters in the sky, lighters in the sky.
Someday when we meet up yonder, we'll stroll hand in hand again.
Willie Nelson, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Sponsored by the one and only Mama T. Goddamn, Willie. Willie has a direct path straight to my soul. I feel it.
I think he has that for a lot of people.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're 15 minutes away from that world famous halftime show known as the Big Three, and we have 4 songs. We will be breezing right through them. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, subbing if you haven't, sharing if you'd like to, buy a cup of coffee on Cash App to sponsor a song. Thank you once again, Mrs. Bobby and Mama T. Anyone else, we will thank you as soon as they come through. They are weird. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take you on a little journey. If you're enjoying this song, I would like to see, yeah, it is a journey. I'd like to see some claps in the chat, right? Clap, and you'll get the clap emoji. I want to see y'all like, we got to get the crowd hype. Like, you got to keep that. I want to take y'all on a trip with us real quick. We're going to go down to Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi.
We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson. I'm gonna mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town.
We'll go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your hell. Go play your hand, you big talking man, make a big
Yeehaw!
yourself. Yeah, go to Jackson. Go comb your hair.
Honey, I'm gonna snowball Jackson.
See if I can.
When I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose of my coat, 'cause I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all she wrote. But they'll laugh at you in Jackson, and I'll be dancing on a pony cage. They'll lead you around town like a sprouted hound with your tail tucked between your legs. Yeah, go to Jackson, you big talking man, and I'll be waiting in Jackson.
Back through the years I go wandering once again, back to the seasons of my youth. I recall a box of rags that someone gave us, was away down in the fall. Mama sewed the rags together, so in every piece with love she made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of. As she sewed, she told a story from the Bible she had read about a coat of many colors Joseph wore, and then she said, perhaps this coat will bring you good luck and happiness. And I just couldn't wait to wear it, and Mama blessed it with a kiss. My coat of many colors that my Mama made for me, made only from rags, but I wore it so proudly. Although we had no money, I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors my Mama made for me. So with patches on my breeches and holes in both my shoes, in my coat of many colors I hurried off to school, just to find the others laughing and making fun of me and my coat of many colors my Mama made for me. And oh, I couldn't understand it, for I felt I was rich, and I told them all the love my Mama sewed in every stitch. And I told them
Coat of Many Colors. The one and only Dolly Parton. Great song. My mama made me a coat of many colors because we was poor and she had to throw fabrics together. I had one corduroy sleeve and one suede sleeve. And when I went out, my mom said, keep that suede sleeve dry, girl. I do declare, she left so fast, left me in a cloud of dust and regret, ladies and gentlemen. She pulled up and said, pardon me, partner, are those Bugle Boy jeans? And I said, no, ma'am, they're Wranglers. She left me in a cloud of dust and regret that I'll never forget. That's the life of a cowboy. This next little ditty we like to dedicate to Jen and Dustin. They sponsoring this here song by the Mr. Alan Jackson. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Jennifer.
Jen, ignore him.
Mrs. Jennifer. Mr. Dustin. They're living on love. This song's sponsored by them.
Two young people without a thing say some vows and spread their wings and settle down just what they need, living on love. She don't care about what's in style, she just likes the way he smiles. It takes more than marble and tile, living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. But love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love.
Well, there goes the show, ladies and gentlemen. Scotland's here. Yay!
Two old people without a thing. Children gone, but still they sing. Side by side in that front porch swing, living on love. He can't sue anymore. She can barely sweep the floor. Hand in hand they'll walk through that door, just living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. But love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love. You're living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. But love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love. No, it doesn't take
Alan Jackson, living on love. That one goes out to two lovebirds, Jennifer and Dustin, sponsoring that song.
I'd like to also take 1 second, guys. Last week's show, what did we do last week? Just regular oldies, right? Yeah, it wasn't no topic.
Wow, you got the thing right there.
But we did get a cup of coffee after the show from Nat on PayPal, and I just want to acknowledge her right now. Nat has always been one of the most supportive people. She found out I had a Patreon. She became a member before the live was over. Like, heard, went and did it, came right back. So Haley, same thing. Like, they're not even always around, but they're still paying that membership. Thank you guys so much. You guys are fucking awesome. Kels does drop the link for that, guys, so keep your eyes peeled on that one. But that was Alan Jackson, Living on Love, dedicated to Dustin and Jen. All right, guys, we got one more song for you before we hit that world-famous halftime show known as the Big Three. Today's Big Three will be Garth Brooks, one of the kings of country music. We got some good ones of his. And it's not Chris, what was his fake character? Chris what? What? No.
No, that's a killer.
Yeah. Remember he did that? You don't remember Garth Brooks did that? He put out a pop album and he like brushed his hair all emo and shit. And it gave it a whole different name and all. I can't remember. You would have to search it, but yeah, it was a Garth Brooks, and it's like Chris something or the other. I don't remember. He's from Tales in Hollywood. He's a crazy motherfucker, like off his rocker.
He's always been off his rocker.
I forget which comedian I like fucked with him all the time. It's funny. Ladies and gentlemen, your last song before the Big Three. If you're a fan of Family Guy, you've heard this saying before. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
There's a lot of ways of saying what I want to say to you. There's songs and poems and promises and dreams that might come true. But I won't talk of starry skies or moonlight on the ground. I'll come right out and tell you I'd just love to lay you down. Lay you down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell you all the things a woman loves to hear. I'll let you know how much it means just having you around. Oh, darling, how I'd love to lay you down. There's so many ways your sweet love's made this house into a home. You've got a way of doing little things that turn me on. Like standing in the kitchen in your faded cotton
I love this chat. These are the fucking best. I love you.
Lay you down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell you all the things a woman loves to hear. I'll let you know how much it means just having you around. Oh, darling, how I love to lay you down. When a whole lot of Decembers are showing in your face, your auburn hair has faded and silver takes its place. You'll be just as lovely and I'll still be around. And if I can, I know that I'd still love to lay you down. Lay you down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell you all the things a woman loves to hear. I'll let you know how much it means just having you around. Oh, darling, how I'd love to lay you down. Lay you down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell you all the things my woman loves to hear. I'll let you know how much it means just having you around. Oh, darling, how I love
Conway Twitty is a motherfucking PIMP, and that's a fact. He wants to lay Shorty down and fill her head with pipe dreams. I want to thank everybody who voted today on Replay Value. It is our first song, Fancy by Reba. We'll be hearing that in overtime. Voted on by your fires. I figured I'd just play that because it was the first song, and you guys have been on fire since. Really, like Kel said, it would be hard to pick everything.
At first, a few songs or whatever, there was nothing but fires.
That Conway Twitty was, you guys know, like I make an order, but I wind up changing it because of the flow. I'll be like, oh, this song will flow better. And that's the first time I moved the song all day. It's halftime. Mm-hmm. The Conway Twitty, I was like, this will be best to end instead of second from end. That was it. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that world famous portion of the show we like to call the Big Three. 3 songs by one artist. Today we are doing the one and only Garth fucking Brooks. A big salute to Wabbit, who bought us a cup of coffee. Wabbit will be sponsoring today's Big Three, the Big Three of Garth Brooks, sponsored by the one and only Silly Wabbit. Wabbit, if you are here, make sure you're dropping your link, sir. If Wabbit is not here, could one of the super mods please drop his? Drop Mrs. Bobby's. Again, thank you to Mama T and Jen. If you guys have anything you want to promote,
who's line?
Wabbit. Mrs. Bobby's here. She'll drop hers. Wabbit. He might be here still.
Wabbit is still here.
Okay, he'll drop it then. Wabbit, feel free, brother.
Yeah, I gave you guys wrenches who didn't have them, so you can drop your links and
please.
Stuff like that.
And guys, you don't have to buy a cup of coffee to drop your link. If you have a fucking channel, drop that link.
You can drop it when you come in and say hi to people.
We have a great group of people here. Matter. They will not ruin your page. Mm-hmm. You know, they'll come and support truly with no ill intent. Drop those links. Get some of these folks over there. So once again, guys, today's Big Three, Garth Brooks, sponsored by the one and only Silly Wabbit. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your lady, grab your gentleman, whoever, even a friend. It's a party. You could dance with your sister. It ain't got to be a lover. But I want you to grab their hand and take them to the dance floor. Ladies and gentlemen, couple skate, let's go.
Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared beneath the stars above. For a moment, all the world was right. And how could I have known that you'd ever say goodbye. And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. Holding you, I held everything for a moment. Wasn't I the king? But if I'd only known how the king would fall, hey, who's to say? You know, I might have changed it all. And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. Yes, my life is better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance.
Garth Brooks, The Dance, Big Three. The Dance. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking at the clock here. We're only 30 seconds off of our hour mark, so we're 6 minutes behind. 6 minutes. So I'm trying to think, like, if I speed through the next two songs, will it catch us up? I don't know. We'll get there. I dedicate this next one to all you in the chat, anyone I call a friend, associate. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you need friends. Sometimes you need friends in high places. They get you out of trouble. But sometimes you need to be the trouble. And sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you need friends in low places. I am the fucking Segway King.
This is different.
Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. Last one to know, last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there. And I saw the surprise and the fear in his eyes, and I took his glass of champagne. I toasted you, said, honey, we may be through, and you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm not big on social gracious. Think I'll step on down to the
Robert, he's giving you the two-finger salute.
I guess I was wrong. I just don't belong. But then I've been there before. Everything's alright. I'll just say goodnight and I'll show myself to the door. Hey, I didn't mean to cause a big scene. Just give me
Yeah, I got
an
time,
hour and then till I'll be as high
Friends in Low Places.
Oh my God.
Song 2. Kels is convinced that wasn't Garth Brooks. I don't know.
It wasn't. You play the actual song and you'll see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Bro.
I know that song like the back of my hand. You're not going to tell me.
I know that song like the back of your hand.
Uh-huh. I'm sure you do. That wasn't Garth Brooks.
Maybe they pitched it. You changed the pitch so it doesn't get
They changed the way he sung most of the fucking song. That's not pitching it. That's someone singing it differently.
I don't know. It sounded...
If he's singing the song, he's going to sing it the way he's done it originally.
Sounded like it to me.
I guess it did for someone that don't like country sound much. I, however, do.
Meh.
And that wasn't him.
Meh.
Tell me, I know fucking Garth Brooks, sir.
Do you?
Yeah,
you have his autograph?
No.
Then you don't know Garth Brooks. You don't even know what his other name was. Chris Merchant.
Who gives a fuck?
Chris Merchant.
Did
Was that it?
No.
Was that it? Chris Merchant?
Probably not.
I don't know why that's coming to mind.
Who knows?
Are you wearing...
It sounds good to you. So
are you wearing Garth Brooks underoos right now?
I don't think there are any, but no.
I'm on to you. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the only good Garth Brooks songs coming up. Your last song in the big three.
"3:30 in the morning, not a soul in sight. City's looking like a ghost town on a moonless summer night. Raindrops on the windshield, there's a storm moving in. He's heading back from somewhere that he never should have been. And the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls. Every light is burning in a house across town. She's pacing by the telephone in her faded flannel gown, asking for a miracle, hoping she's not alright, praying it's the weather that has kept him out all night. And the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls, the thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold on a sleepless night, as the storm goes on out of control. Deep in her heart, the thunder rolls. She's waiting by the window when he pulls into the drive. She rushes out to hold him, thankful he's alive. But all the wind and the rain, a strange new perfume blows, and the lightning flashes in her eyes, and he knows that she knows. And the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls. Hey yo, what the fuck? The thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold on a sleepless night, as the storm goes on out of control. Deep in her heart, the thunder rolls.
Thunder Rolls. Garth Brooks. It is a good video. It reminds me of
I just one part of it, but
the video always reminds me of Meatloaf's I Would Do Anything for Love. They're very similar videos.
yeah.
The lightning crashing and your big three of Garth Brooks, sponsored by the one and only Silly Wabbit. Appreciate you guys. Anybody has any ideas for big threes, or you can reach out to us on Instagram Or you can drop it here. Email t.murph@gmail.com. nostalgicbreakfastyt@gmail.com, meaning YouTube. nostalgicbreakfastyt@gmail.com. And I think it's time we get our second half of this rodeo hootenanny. This is a hootenanny.
It's a hootenanny.
Hootenanny.
Hold down.
Hootenanny.
Hold down.
And ladies and gentlemen, when you're talking about cowboys.
Well, I never typed that in here, but as I started typing it, it showed up as gmail.com.
That's weird. Ladies and gentlemen, this Dirty Kenzo comedy short goes out to all the cowboys.
What a gay horse is he? Hey!
Hey, all right, guys, we appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Nostalgic Breakfast Country Show, as suggested by the one and only Pamela J. Thank you to everybody who sponsored songs or Big Three. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. These fucking comments. You guys in the chat have been killing it from jump. The chat's on fire. The chat has been really killing it this whole time. All right, let's delete that. Bada boom. Garth Brooks, Big Three. It's time for that second half, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, we'll be able to catch up a little bit during this. The third quarter is full with our novelty songs, I call them. Who?
PP and Able.
P3. P3, A Beezy. Yeah, I forgot. So, in the third quarter, guys, we have the Queen Kells pick, we have the Double Dose, and we have the Dirty Kenzo pick. So they will all be coming up right here on the 11:15 hour on our way to noon, our home stretch, so to speak. So today, guys, we have the Queen Kells pick of the week. She picks a song that she loves. This was one of the first ones to this list this week. Hank Williams Jr. There's a tear in my beer, baby.
There's a tear in my beer, 'cause I'm crying for you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. Into these last few beers, I have shed a million tears. You are on my lonely mind. I'm gonna keep drinking until I'm petrified, and then maybe these tears will leave my eyes. There's a tear in my beer, 'cause I'm crying for you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. Last night I walked the floor, and the night before, you were on my lonely mind. It seems my life is through, and I'm so doggone blue. You are on my lonely mind. I'm gonna keep drinking till I can't move a toe, and then maybe my heart won't hurt me so. There's a tear in my beer, 'cause I'm crying for you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. Lord, I've tried and I've tried, but my tears I can't hide. You are on my lonely mind. All these blues that I've found have really got me down. You are on my lonely mind. I'm gonna keep drinking till I can't even think, 'cause
Williams Jr. There's a tear in my beer. The Queen Kel's pick of the week. Nice. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the double dose. 11:20. Love you. Just noticed. Huh?
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, I just seen it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the double dose. 2 songs, 1 artist, back to back. This week's double dose. Sponsored by the one and only Vic LFM. Just bought us a cup of coffee on Cash App. Sponsoring today's double dose, Vic LFM. We have a double dose of a GOAT for y'all right here, ladies and gentlemen. The one, the only, George Strait. George, tell us where all your exes live, my brother.
All my exes live in Texas, and Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas, and that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Rosanna's down in Texarkana, wanted me to push her broom. Sweet Eileen's in Abilene, she forgot I hung the moon. And Allison's in Galveston somehow lost her sanity. And Dimples, who now lives in Temple's, got the
dedicated to our Texas girl, Gina Matthews.
All my exes live in Texas, and Texas is a place I dearly love to be. But all my exes live in Texas, and that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Baby, all I got's this beat up leather bag.
Mrs. Bobbiana, our other country girl, our other Texas girl. Salute.
Don't fill up half. But don't you worry about the way I pack. All I care about is getting back real soon. A goodbye kiss is all I need from you. I'm carrying your love with me, West Virginia down to Tennessee. I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed, carrying your love with me. It's my strength for holding on. Every minute that I have to be gone, I'll have everything I'll ever need. I'm carrying your love with me.
Kel's told me to stop dancing.
On a lonely highway, stuck out in the rain. Darling, all I have to do is speak your name.
Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay.
Clouds roll back and the waters part. The sun starts shining in my heart for you. You're right there in everything I do. I'm carrying your love with me, West Virginia down to Tennessee.
Street would have a cowboy hat and a kilt. Please stop, Street. Do not do that to people, Street.
Carrying your love with me. It's my strength for holding on. Every minute that I have to be gone,
Lord Love with Me. A double dose of George Strait. Before that, we had All My Exes Live in Texas. Salute to our country girls, Gina, Mrs. Bobby. We have some other Texas family. Reno, I know of. A few others. Salute to all y'all.
Streets. I have a huge gun in my holster already.
Streets would
Fabiana, Scotland. Do you even know how to handle a gun?
No, he ain't ever held a gun in his life. He's a nice kind of guy. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for some more of the PIMP of country music.
Hold on.
The pimp of country music.
For the ladies that, or the people that remember George Strait, or because they, you know, heard him before or whatever, do you guys remember the movie that he starred
Hold on, let me move the mic a little closer because it sounds like you're a little far away. That's better. Go ahead.
I don't yell either.
Yeah,
so.
go ahead. You're good.
Anyway, do you guys remember the movie that he starred in? There was a following album as well.
Country singers always get in movies, though.
Well, Reba did the Is There Life Out There, but that was also after the song she had already put out called Is There Life Out There. But George Strait was in Pure Country with a one Miss Leslie Wagner.
Why is it country music is the go-to for most actors? Chris Christopherson did a whole bunch of shit with Cash. You know what I mean? Fucking Bradley Cooper can do country music. He did it with little Lady Gaga in that movie. You know what I mean? So it's like A Star Is Born. So it's like, it's weird how people can just go right to that. It's like, it should be pop, you would think. But I guess Bradley Cooper is not from South.
You know how I say that? You know that white speck and chicken shit?
Not really.
Say, well, that white speck is chicken shit too. I got that from the old man from that fucking movie.
Oh, okay.
It made a lot of sense when he said it, and I do remember that.
Ladies and gentlemen, keeping the flow going, the pimp of country music, Mr. Conway Twitty. He only don't want to lay you down to like spit some game. He's going to tell us right here what kind of ladies he likes. He wants ladies dressed a specific way. Tell him, Conway.
By the faded denim clothes she wore, but I knew she'd never been inside a bar before. And I felt like a peasant who just had met a queen, and she knew I saw right through her tight-fitting jeans. I asked her, what's a woman like you doing here? I see you're used to champagne, but I'll buy you a beer. She said, you've got me figured out, but I'm not what I seem. And for a dance, I'll tell you about these tight-fitting jeans. She said, I married money, I'm used to wearing pearls, but I've always dreamed of being just a good old boy's girl. So tonight I left those crystal candle lights to live a dream. And partner, there's a tiger in these tight-fitting jeans. We danced every dance, and Lord, the beer that we went through. I'm satisfied I did my best to make her dream come true. As she played out her fantasy before my eyes, it seemed a cowgirl came alive inside those tight-fitting jeans. In my mind, she's still a lady, that's all I'm gonna say. I knew that I'd been broken by the time we parted ways. And I know I held more woman than most eyes have ever seen. That night I knew a lady wearing tight-fitting jeans. Well, now she's back in her world, and I'm still stuck in mine. But I know she'll always remember the time a cowboy once had a millionaire's dream. And Lord, I love that lady wearing tight-fitting jeans.
fall to pieces each time I see you again. I fall to pieces. How can I be just your friend? You want me to act like we've never kissed. You want me to forget, pretend we've never met. And I've tried and I've tried, but I haven't yet. You walk by and I fall to pieces. I fall to pieces each time someone speaks your name. I fall to pieces. Time only adds to the flame. You tell me to find.
Here's another song from the show that we did at Folsom Prison. It's in the album that's out this week, called The Cocaine Blues. Early one morning while making the rounds, took a shot of cocaine and I shot my woman down. Went right home and I went to bed. I stuck at 1144 beneath my head. Got up next morning and I grabbed that gun. Took a shot of cocaine and away I run. Made a good run, but I run too slow. They overtook me down in Juarez, Mexico. Stayed in the hot joints, drinking the fifth. In walked the sheriff from Jericho Hill. He said, Willie Lee, your name is not Jack Brown. You're the dirty hack that shot your woman down. Said, yes, oh yes, my name is Willie Lee. If you've got
Why do the vocals sound weird?
read it to me. Shut her down because she made me slow. I thought I was her daddy, but she had 5 more. When I was arrested, I was dressed in black. They put me on a train and they took me back. Had no friends for to go my bail. They slapped my died carcass in that county jail. Got up next morning about 9:30. I spied a sheriff coming down the line. Hopped and he coughed as he cleared his throat. Said, come on, you dirty hack, into the district court. Into the courtroom, a trial began, where I was handled by 12 honest men. Just before the jury started out, I saw that little judge commence to look about. In about 5 minutes, in walked the man, holding the verdict in his right hand. The verdict's read in the first degree. I hollered, Lordy, Lordy, have a mercy on me. The judge, he smiled as he picked up his pen. 99 years in the San Quentin pen. 99 years.
conversation to something deeper than the weather. I can feel you all but shutting down. And when I need an explanation for the silence, you just tell me you don't wanna talk about it now. What you're not saying is coming in loud and clear. We're at a crossroads here. If I'm not the one thing you can't stand to lose, if I'm not that arrow to the heart of you, if you don't get drunk on my kids, if you think you can do better than this, then I guess we're done. Let's not drag this on. Consider me gone.
Fourth quarter, home set.
With you I've always been wide open, like a window or an ocean. There is nothing I've ever tried to hide. So when you leave me not knowing where you're going, I start thinking that we're looking at goodbye. How about a strong shot of honesty? Don't you owe that to me? If I'm not the one thing you can't stand to lose, if I'm not that arrow to the heart of you, if you don't get drunk on my kids, if you think you can do better than this, then I guess we're done. Let's not drag this on. Consider me gone. Consider me a memory. Consider me the past. Consider me a smile in an old photograph.
Good old fire crotch herself, Reba McEntire.
You must stop being disrespectful.
Hey! Is that what Reba would say if you offended her? She'd say, hey, that wasn't nice. Reba's best role was in Little Rascals. Wait, AJ Foyt's a woman? Mic drop.
Actually, no, it wasn't.
It was also, coincidentally, Whoopi Goldberg's best role. Nah, she has some good ones. You know, what's your favorite Whoopi movie?
Karina.
Jumpin' Jack Flash. Jumpin' Jack Flash is a cool flick. It's like her by herself. She's young. You know, she was still young and funny.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, still funny. This next one goes out to the one and only Pamela J, buying us a cup of coffee, sponsoring this next song. Pammy, we tell our jokes and we have our convos because we just want to see you smile, Pamela. This one goes out to Pam. Tim McGraw, just to see you smile. Nostalgic Breakfast Country Show, y'all.
You always had an eye for things that glitter, but I was far from being made of gold. I don't know how, but I scraped up the money. I just never could quite tell you no. Just like when you were leaving Amarillo, take that new job in Tennessee. I quit mine so we could be together. I can't forget the way you looked at me. Just to see you smile, I'd do anything that you wanted me to. When all is said and done, I'd never count the cost. It's worth all that's lost. Just to see you smile. When you said time was was all you really needed, I walked away and let you have your space. Oh, leaving didn't hurt me near as badly as the tears I saw rolling down your face. And yesterday I knew just what you wanted when you came walking up to me with him. So I told you that I was happy for you, and given the chance I'd like him just to see you smile. I'd do anything that you wanted me to. When all is said and done, I never count the cost. It's worth all that's lost just to see you smile. Just to see you smile. I'd do anything that you wanted me to. When all is said and
Just to see you smile. Tim McGraw. Sponsored by the one and only Pamela J. Pam, the whole chat, we just want to see you smile, darling. Pammy is the light of our cult. She keeps us from becoming a murderous cult. Wasn't for Pam, we would have had a massacre already. She keeps us grounded. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about 18 minutes away from that world famous overtime coming to you in the 12 o'clock hour. Noon on the East Coast is coming. We are what we call the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. We have 4 more songs. So they will be played back to back at their maximum. We will play as much of the song as possible. Remember, guys, if anytime we get struck, please come hang in there. We will be right back. Sometimes the algorithm's not sure what you're doing, what you're using it for.
I'm so sure.
And thank you guys so much. Everyone who bought us a cup of coffee, Mrs. Bobby, Mama T, Jen, Wabbit, Big LFM, Pammy. You guys are just fucking awesome. So this is the home stretch on our way to noon. We got a nice block. We got some Patsy Cline, some Connie Francis, some Kenny Rogers, and to end it before we head to overtime, Willie Nelson. All that and more coming up for you guys now. We'll have that overtime with that replay value of Rebus Fancy, voted on by your fires and emojis earlier in the show. You guys are fucking awesome. For Queen Kells and Dirty Kenzo Murph, we just want to tell y'all how much we love y'all. Give you your flowers. You guys do so much each week to make this as much as an entertaining show as we do, and that should never be undersold. Thank you guys so much for that. Kathy, great to see you. Kathy is another one. Always comments, always sends me emails about like stories and shit. It's just support is beautiful. I love to see it. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this music block for you guys. We got some of the queens and kings of country coming for you guys right now. Tell them, Patsy.
Sweet dreams of you. Every night I go through. Why can't I forget you?
This is the type of shit I like to hear, y'all.
Start my life anew instead of having sweet dreams about you. You don't love me, it's plain. I should know I'll never wear your ring. I should hate you the whole night through. of having sweet dreams about you. Sweet dreams of you. Things I know can't come true. Why can't I forget the past? Start loving someone new instead of having sweet dreams about you.
Waltzing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see introduced her to my loved one, and while they were waltzing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. I was waltzing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see introduced her to my loved one, and while they were waltzing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz.
Less talk, more music, nostalgic breakfast. Oldies, coffee, Kilobud, and the best live chat around. Dirty Kento Productions.
I can't remember when you weren't there, when I didn't care for anyone but you. I
Oh, you better tell him, Kenny. Tell him one time.
Everything there is. Can't imagine anything we've missed. Can't imagine anything the two of us can't do through the years. You've never never let me down. You've turned my life around. The sweetest days I found with you. Through the years, I've never been afraid. I've loved the life we've made, and I'm so glad I stayed right here with you through the years. I can't remember what I used to do, who I trusted, who I listened to before. I swear you've taught me everything I know. Can't imagine needing someone so. But through the years it seems to me I need you more and more. Through the years, through all the good and bad, I know how much we had. I've always been so glad to be with you. Through the years, it's better every day. You've kissed my tears away. As long as it's okay, I'll stay with you through the years. Through the years when everything went wrong, together we were strong. I know that I belong right here with you. Through the years, I never had a doubt we'd always work things out. I've learned what life's about by loving you through the
Through the years. Kenny Rogers. Great songwriter, man. Through the years, Kenny Rogers. What a great songwriter. Before that, guys, we had Tennessee Waltz by Connie Francis, Sweet Dreams, Patsy Cline. And before that, of course, we had Just to See You Smile, Tim McGraw. Where's that? Okay, that's an Overtime. I was like, wait, there's a song I haven't heard. All right, guys, we have one more song before we hit that world famous Overtime. This is the last song in our forward portion of the show. Those who don't stay for Overtime, we thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope to see you again next week. Those staying for Overtime, get comfy. We got some good jams coming up. So you have one more song, the replay value, and of course, 3 songs you haven't heard in Overtime. Thank you guys again so much. Kicked ass this whole show. Our last song in the forward portion of our show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some more Willie Nelson in here. And this one is a banger of a ballad. I'll love you, Queen Kells, till the day I die. I guarantee. That's
Mr. T.
That's more New Orleans than Texas. But I do declare. Welcome to Nostalgic Breakfast presents Country Show. I do declare. This live ain't big enough for the both of us, hombre.
Actually, it is.
I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption, lady. You don't want to mess with me. It's not a video game. It's a piece of art on American history. Salute, Jack Black. Ladies and gentlemen, your last song before we hit that Overtime. Willie Nelson, I'll love you till the day I die. Nostalgic Breakfast, Oldies Coffee, Killer Bud, the best live chat around. Let's go.
that was a long, long time ago. You probably don't remember me, but I thought I'd let you know that one short conversation is still the reason why I love you till the day I die. You knew I was an honest man. I guess I knew it too. But if I'd known then what I know now, I'd trade it all for you. And when you turned and walked away, I didn't bat an eye, but I love you till the day I die.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I didn't know my heart back then. What was there to know?
Follow me, come follow me, come follow me, come follow me, come follow.
I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life, and then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm watching my figure for my new boyfriend.
New boyfriend? Wow, that's news.
I'll say. What's his name, Jam? His name is George. George what? George, Tropicana.
What a gay horse is he? Hey!
Do you wanna start a cult with me?
What a gay horse is he? Hey!
Come on, StreamYard.
What a gay horse is he? Hey!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, being resurrected after a shooting. It's time for overtime. They watching. They watching. Damn you, Willie. Damn you, Willie. I was going to end it, too. I was just getting ready to end it, and it was a boop going. I was like, fuck. Your replay value song of the week. Reba, Fancy. We'll play as much as we can. Let's go.
Summer I turned 18. We lived in a one-room run-down shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. We didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed. Then Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Well, Mama washed and combed and curled my hair, and she painted my eyes and lips. Then I stepped into a satin dancing dress that had a split from the side clean up to my hip. It was red velvet trimming and it fit me good. Standing back from the looking glass, there stood a woman where a half-grown kid had stood. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Mama died a little bit of perfume on my neck, then she kissed my cheek. And then I saw the tears welling up in her troubled eyes as she started to speak. She looked at a pitiful shack and then she looked at me and took a ragged breath. She said, your paws runned off and I'm real sick and the baby's gonna starve to death. She handed me a heart-shaped locket that said, to thine own self be true. And I shivered as I watched a roach crawl across the toe of my high-heel shoe. It sounded like somebody else who was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? She said, just be nice to the gentleman, Fancy, they'll be nice to you. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you won't have what it's up to you, now don't let me down. Now your mama's gonna move you uptown. Welfare people came and took the baby, Mama died and I ain't been back. But the wheels of fate started to turn, and for me there was no way out. It wasn't very long till I knew.
Unfortunately, guys, we got to keep it limited. I'm trying to avoid getting shot again to not waste your time. So unfortunately, we have to cut them a little shorter. Jerks. It is overtime. We got 3 songs you haven't heard yet. I really hope we can make it to the last song because I got emotional fucking hearing it last night, adding it. I expect it to be a tearjerker at the end of this. So get your tissues ready, ladies. Get your tissues ready. We got a few songs left for you. So we got Lady, It's Your Love. And then I'm going to keep that last one a secret.
Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am, and I am yours. My love, there's so many ways I want to say I love
Dedicated
you.
to the love of my life, Queen Kels.
Let me hold you in my arms forevermore.
Check, check, check. Oh, okay, we're back. They're on us, y'all, so we'll play what we can. Hang in there. I need to make it to this last song. That lady, Kenny Rogers, I was excited for, man. That sucks. It's Your Love, duet, Tim McGraw, his wife, Faith Hill. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dancing in the dark, middle of the night, taking your heart and holding it tight. Emotional touch, touching my skin, and asking you to do what you've been doing all over again. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Don't think I can keep it all in. I just gotta let you know what it is that won't let me go. It's your love. It just does something to me. It sends a shock right through me. I can't get enough. And if you wonder about the spell I'm under, oh, it's your love. Better than I was, more than I am. And all of this happened by taking your hand. And who I am now is who I wanted to be. And now that we're together, I'm stronger than ever. I'm happy and free. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Don't think I can keep it all in. And if you ask me why I've changed, all I gotta do is say your sweet name. It's your love. Just does something to me. It sends a shock right through me.
Yo, fuck you for shooting me. Everyone loves this song. Fuck you.
And if you
That's bullshit.
It is.
That pisses me off.
To just end it with that and go out and
I'm
stab.
furious.
I don't blame you.
You could
I was
see
getting
everyone was
into it,
loving
too.
the fucking song right there. And it's like, guys, I'm so sorry. I got to cut this off. As I always say, though, guys, please, if you hear something you like here, go listen to the full song because we do have to cut them short. You miss great third verses, great solos. And unfortunately, I wanted to end it early because even if we get shot, we have to hear this. Like, the comment section made me tear the fuck up last night. It made Junior when I told him what it said.
What?
I'm going to play it in a second, but the comment said, my wife was dying a few weeks ago and I sung this to her. I was like, huh? And wait till you hear the song, man. This shit is like, it's a tearjerker. This is almost a cover charge here. Our last song, ladies and gentlemen, this is a beautiful one here. The Man in Black, Johnny Cash. I'm just stalling a little bit to make sure we're not getting shot and it just didn't catch up. We have a beautiful one right here. Johnny Cash singing You Are My Sunshine right here on Nostalgic Breakfast. This is a fucking gem.
1, 2, 3.
The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed
Much
I
love,
held
Thursday. Much
you
love.
in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I bowed my head and I cry. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Beautiful.
I've always loved you and made you happy, and nothing else could come between. But now you've left me to love another. You have shattered all of my dreams. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Told you. Told you. Shit.
No, not comment.
That I'm telling you. I could read on Junior's face. I was just like, damn, when I read it. And Junior's like, what? And I was like, no. No. You don't want this.
Don't read it, boy.
You don't want this. And he was like, I read it, and he was just like, you know, Junior, he can really turn that shit off sometimes. And he was just like, damn. And I think because he knows that the connection you have with that song as well. That was, wow. That's mine.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That was a banger, man. Yeah, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, Gina, when the Hawaiian guy sings it.
Mm-hmm.
She said that's a tearjerker. That Hawaiian guy killed that song.
Remember
Wow.
that song the kid used to play about the little girl talking to her dad?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
dad
yeah.
talked- I don't remember what it
Yeah,
was, but
it's
that was the
something-
first time someone said they could make me cry during a song, and I said, and she
It's
played
something
it, and
from
I was like,
TikTok.
I'm sorry, you were right.
I think it's something from TikTok or something.
Like,
but
everybody started crying when they heard that song.
I just think that I was like, this is how we end the show. I knew it. I knew that was the last song. I was like, I knew it. And like I said, don't go in the comment sections, Murph. That's what I keep telling myself. Because every time it's a beautiful song, there's a comment like that. I lost my brother 3 years ago. I lost my wife last week. And it's like, oh my God. Like, and that's just such a beautiful fucking, Johnny kills that. He has, for having a deep voice and
We lost
not a
him.
ton of melody. Like he's not using a ton of melody. I mean, the melody's already there. Everyone knows that song. And I think that was just beautiful because, like Kels said, our connection with Junior. I see Pammy saying she sings it all the time. Tam saying she sings it every night. I'm like, that was perfect. That was perfect. Much love to you guys. Yeah. Virtual hug to all y'all. Be someone's sunshine. It's beautiful. That's a fact. That's a fact, Pammy. That was overtime, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
What a gay horse is he? Hey!
Wow. Great fucking show, guys. I had a blast as always. You guys make it so much fun. I knew that was going to... I try to order the show this way, though. That way, like, we start at 10. That's when you need the energy, really. So we try to play them. I try to play the more upbeat shit in the beginning.
Depending on when you got
And then
up.
I go towards the end, I start to slow it down a little bit. My like ballads and shit go overtime. So it was a pretty good show, minus, you know, the 2 shootings, I guess. But it was towards the end of the show. It was overtime, actually. So
Thank God they didn't shoot that.
we got lucky. We got lucky there. That's why I ended the other ones like, no, we need to be able to play this. That song was just too damn important. Wow. I love you guys as always. Thank you guys so much. We hope you guys tune in again next week, same time, same Kenzo channel for Nostalgic Breakfast with Murph and Kells, brought to you by Dirty Kenzo Productions. Come you guys each and every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. Bring you guys oldies coffee, Killer Bud, and the best live chatter. And there ain't love like this in these communities, y'all. We gotta be appreciative that we have this here. Everyone that came to Cooking with Kells last night, Cooking with Kells is back Saturdays, 7 p.m. Make sure you guys are tuning in for that. Combos is back as well, same time, Tuesdays, 8, right here on Dirty Kenzo. Cooking with Kells is not right here. We're not on Dirty Kenzo. It's on our main station, the Dirty Kenzo. Cooking with Kells and Combos. We'll be right back here again next week. Hopefully I won't put the live over there next fucking week like an idiot. I'm getting ready to start. Oh, this is on Kenzo. Damn. But I do have StreamYard on Kenzo, so it's easier to use it. I get my backgrounds and my overlays and blah, blah, blah. Gina, yeah, I thought we thanked you last night. I'm sorry if we didn't. I want to thank everybody who sent some last. It was Pammy, Gina. There was somebody else. Who was it? Pammy sent it to me. Gina and Thursday sent it to you, right? And Pammy sent to me. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. Gina, we were so glad to be using your vanilla. If you didn't notice, I advertised that shit like you're selling it by the box. I was like, we got this vanilla made by Gina. Get your orders in. Thank you, LFM. I feel the same way, bro. I'm not a fan of country music, but I had a good time. I did.
I told you could enjoy it.
Ivy said she wasn't feeling good earlier, Pammy. She said she would try to hang, but
she was real tired.
She wasn't. Yeah, she was tired.
Yeah, so she must have been up.
Yeah, well, she said last. She was saying last night at Kells she wasn't feeling good and wanted to lay down. So, hope everybody's feeling better, man. I know this time of year we all go through it. You know, I had to question if I had COVID again because I had a rash on my legs, and that's the only time I ever got it like that was COVID. So. Put some Benadryl on it, it went away. So maybe it was just the fucking socks I had on that day or something. Who knows?
Maybe.
LFM, you already know, bro. It's all love. All love to all y'all, man. Everybody who comes through every week shows love. I enjoy the fuck out of this show. Yeah. But I want to thank you guys again. We hope to see you. Yeah, this was a good one. Next week will be request, the monthly listener request special. For January, we didn't do one, right? No. So it will be next week. We'll probably get your guys' picks earlier in that week. And maybe on, like, we'll do it on Combos and Kells. We'll say, hey, guys, you know, Kells is a few hours before Nostalgic. So we could get your last, like, suggestions. But we'll have a portion during Combos. We'll do it as well. But yeah.
We could do it during both.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we'll even come on here for like an hour like we did last time, just because that helped a lot.
You know what I mean?
That helped a lot. It gave us all an hour to hang out, and it did help a lot. It gave me like a big grouping of songs. You know, we got like 20 of them that time. It was only a 30-song show. So, but again, guys, we can't do this without you. Thank you guys so much. We hope to see you again next week. Same Kenzo time, same Kenzo channel. Take this good music and these good vibes with you through your day, week, month, year. And of course, have fun on these YouTube streets, but stand on your morals. That's all we can really do out here. For Queen Kells, I'm Murph, a.k.a. The Dirty Kenzo. We love you guys so much. This has been a presentation of Dirty Kenzo Productions, and this ends our broadcast day. We hope to see you guys next time. Much love. Flowers to all y'all. Appreciate you. Y'all are the best. Appreciate you. Peace.
Bye.
The best. High five. Up top. We missed. Again, that hurt. That hurt my